And then he got over to corporate office, Chennai, as assistant manager in recruitment and training in 2007. And then he moved to RR Nagar unit, Rajapalayam, as public relations officer and official coordinator to CMD during the year 2011. And he transferred to Chengalpattu grinding unit as lead HR 2013. And then he got promoted and now he's as a manager HR in Hyderabad unit from the year 2015. And he also has interest in photography, where he has received EO certification, and he has interest in screenplay and cinematography, and he has won several prizes from Decathlon, and he has interest in acting, where he has done 2 short films, Behind Woods and Frames channel, and he has interest in singing, which is especially in Carnatic music. Today, he is here with us with an interesting topic for the day. We are really glad to have your presence. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
Now, I would like to introduce our head of the department, Human Resource Management, DG Vaishnav College, Dr.N.C. Martin. He is highly experienced academician and has about 20 years of academic and administrative experience as professor, HOD, dean, and registrar. He did his postgraduate in labor management and PhD in labor laws from Tamil Nadu Institute of Labor Studies. He started his career as a lecturer from the same institution. He held various positions in the arts and science colleges, engineering, and media college. He has held academic positions in various educational institutions such as Sri Chandraprabhu Jain College as assistant professor and HOD of FSW department, and also in Sam's College of Engineering and Technology as a professor and HOD of MBA department. He was also the placement officer for entire division of Sam's College of Engineering and Technology. During his tenure, he successfully placed engineering and management graduates in top-notch companies of manufacturing and service sectors across the country. He continues his career in St. Joseph College of Arts and Science as a Dean of Academics. And he has also worked as registrar in one of the best film school in Asia, which is LV Prasad Film School. He acted as a jury representing the Employees Federation of Southern India for the selection of companies for the best practices for the year 2018 to 2019. He has added number of research papers and publications to his credit, and he is expert in the subject of labor legislations and industrial relations. He has given central results in various HR specialized subjects in the university examinations. We welcome you, sir. This meeting is recorded for educational purpose. In case of any doubts or questions, the participants can unmute themselves or type the questions in the chat box. Now, I request Dr.N.C. Martin to speak few words about the topic for the day.
Yeah. Thank you, Nityangi, for the introduction. So very happy, good evening to all the participants. On behalf of our Management Secretary, Sri Ashok Kumar Mudraji, our beloved Principal, Captain Dr. Santhosh Baboo, I welcome all the participants, dear professors, students, HR fraternities. So, and a special welcome to our resource person of the day, Mr. Subburaman, Senior Manager, HR Ramco Siemens Limited. So it is our 59th series of webinar where we started from the pandemic, and a very special welcome to our the freshers who have joined for the first webinar. Coming to the topic, a guide to placement. So everyone, we have our own dream of getting into a good job after finishing our academics. In order to attain that, we have to work hard, no doubt in that. And there should be a rigorous and a regular preparation for the interview. Especially what the students will usually do is they'll prepare only in the 12th hour for the interview. So, and it's not advisable to do so. In order to crack any interview from the day one, so you should be thorough with your basics, and you have to brush up your training as an intern of any organization where you undergone the training. So moreover, we all need the interview skills, say like in a wide range of situations. So the ability to answer different tough questions and to be staying cool under a very stressful and a pressure situation is very important. So there is no doubt that interviews can be stressful, especially some interviews are really very stressful for the students. But the more time you spend preparing for an interview, the more confident you will feel, because you have been experiencing various types of interview under the various interviewers. So the interviewer will say like they'll note your confidence. So that is how confident you are. So this confidence will come only when you are thorough and prepare well in your subjects. So if you have any interview with any new organization, so first of all, you have to source it by finding out more information about the company where you are going for interview. So you have to spend a lot of time in browsing and knowing about the organization, that is by going through the website, so that you get enough adequate information about the organization. And also you can also reach out to someone to get any additional information if you have been required. So this will help you to prepare well in advance for the some of the questions, expected questions, for that you can prepare your answers. So that will align with the organizational goals and values. So it is also, I can say it's good to know about the interviewer also. And for that, you have to source it through various social media like LinkedIn platform to understand the professional interest and their career history. So in order to know about the additional information, if possible, so you can try to get information about the interview in any of the professional networks, so that as we have like a DGVC HR Connect, so you can also source it by connecting other HRs to know about the interview. So it will help you to prepare yourself, and this will give a good confidence where you can attend the interview without any stress and fear. As I said already, prepare and practice the relevant area of the subject, so that you will not be stressed during the interview. So as you have already prepared and the answers are ready for the expected questions, so that you don't forget something that's very important. So this will save you from having to uh, think them during the interview. So another important guideline I could say is to be thorough with the given, as the interview will likely to be structured around it. And it should be very calm and cool, so that you need not feel stressed. So usually during the time of interview, everyone, even myself also, will be under stress. And if you are unable to keep calm and cool yourself, you may lose the track and you may forget what you want to say for the interview questions, as the anxiety could hamper your performance also. So try to find out about say like the what is the format of the interview. So how many people will be interviewing you, whether it is like a panel interview. So will any of the interviewers will be joining you over telephone. Sometimes it will be a telephonic interview, or whether the interview is being conducted through online. So will you have to undergo any of other tests before or after the interview? These things and all, you have to be very aware about that, how it is going to happen. So the more you know about the interview process, so the more confident and the comfortable you will feel. So impress yourself before the interviewer. That is, you have to polish your image. So with a good dressing sense, and try to pose yourself very neatly and professionally. So and also this will ensure that if you dress well, so that may impress the interviewer. So a personal attire and appearance, if it is going to be tidy and professional, surely that will impress the interviewer, and you can come with a very successful and flying colors. And another tips I could say that don't forget the basics. Make sure you plan your journey. That's very, very important. So in order to attain the interview in time, so you have to check the route and start for the interview well in advance, so that you'll be on time in reaching the destination. So usually, the people, they'll miss in the interviews, or they may arrive late due to unexpected hindrances or a traffic on the journey. So leaving it to the last minute can also make you more anxious in an already stressful situation. So if possible, consider making a test journey that is in advance. And the most important is keeping your resume ready, and have extra copies of resume also, either by soft or hard copy. Sometimes the interview may ask, because everything they'll be having, but they may ask you to hand over a copy also. So that time it will be quite difficult for you. So that keep it ready, and it will be very helpful for you, and it also gives a confidence for you also. So sometimes it is not interview only they'll ask the questions, but you should also ask some questions if you want to clarify anything about the organization or about the job profile or job role you want to take in. So it is very important to ask the questions. Your first interview may not be the best time to ask about, especially say like the salary and other benefits. So there can be a difficult issues to discuss, and also asking them too early may send some wrong signals to HRs. So, however, the salary and the benefits and work flexibility are very important, no doubt. So, but they can all make or break the deal. So, use your judgment to decide when and how to address these issues. So, with this short just introduction about the topic, so I leave the sessions to our resource person who's really a very experienced, so that he can throw much light and expertise and give a lot of inputs on how to attend the interview. Thank you and all the best. Yes, over to you.
Hi. Hello.
Yes, Jagdish.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
Yeah. Now, Subburaman sir, the session is given to you. Now you can lead the sessions.
Thank you, sir. Hello to all. Good evening to all. Very happy to attend this session and participate with you all in connection to Guide for Placement. I was very happy to see the narrations given by Martin sir. Really, it was actually for a few minutes, I was just as a student, not as any official sitting here. Thanks that after 15 years, now I am recollecting how I have attended my interviews. Thank you, Martin sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Letting into the session, I'll just start with my PPT. 1 minute. Are you able to see this?
No, sir.
1 minute.
It's not visible.
1 minute. 1 minute. On. Now, are you able to see this?
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible. You can go ahead.
So, we had a fantastic get through today, a guide to placement. See, we are all aware that after our campus, we will be having eagerness about where we are going to get placed and how is our career is going to get established. Are we going in the right path or not? Likewise, you will have plenty of questions inside you, right? We can be interactive so that I can take it another way. First, start your approach by deciding the operational sector you want to go in and stick into your decision. Why I was mentioning this as a first statement is, whenever a placement happens in an institute, you will have plenty of recruiters to come and hire you. When they come, they will look into the quality, what they want from your side, right? But how far you are looking into the quality of recruiter you want, that is much more important, because for a long run, or to even establish yourself in the first step of your career, that becomes the most important area. There is a management sayings you all know, a well-defined problem is half solved. Whenever we don't have a clarity, or whenever we have some sort of decisioning, we have to look into the area where we have to get clarity. Once, as far as recruitment is concerned, when you are very clear about the industry, first 50% you are through. Then balance 50%, automatically your mind will boost you to run through the process. This I have mentioned is for industries. Can anybody tell me what are all the industries who are coming for recruitment from your side, for your side? Hello? Is it audible?
Yes, sir. We have companies like L&T, TCS, CTS, Ramco, and so many companies.
Okay. So I can take it in this way, that IT and then manufacturing industries and ITS. So these are all the industries who come for placement, right?
Yes, yes.
So, yeah, thank you. So being an MHRM student, so you will have your own drive for taking this course first initially. Having this course, you will have plenty of ideas to implement. So for this, you need a right platform of choosing the industries who are come to this placement. So once you are ready, you can go ahead for choosing the industry. I have given here the vowel approach to campus. What is vowel approach? We all know vowel, right? A-E-I-O-U. With that, I will present this process to you so that it can reach you very well. Let me go through. Analysis. As I said, first you have to analyze. Analyze, for example, I can tell you, I want somebody to reply to this. If I ask you, what is the quality of the product you want to purchase, any product, for example, you take even water bottles or car or sarees or whatever it is, you can take any products. If you see any products, what makes you to say that is the quality product? Can somebody reply to this?
So maybe durability.
Durability, fantastic.
Reputation, sir?
Sorry?
It's reputation.
Reputation, fantastic.
It depends on everyone's personal requirements. So
Yeah, that's right.
I'll just see if it satisfies my requirement.
Great. That's what it depends on personal requirement. That is the that thinner line is more important, which comes with lot of options. What you say, durability or brand image or whatever it is. If you want to purchase a watch, you will have plenty of things in your mind. Somebody will say, I will go for only branded watch. Somebody will say, I need a sporty watch, because his requirement is different and his requirement is different. So when a product is satisfying your needs, that becomes the quality product for you, right?
perfect, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, the same way when recruiters come, for example, I want to put some good clarity in this part so that we can travel for further course. See, if a recruiter comes for a recruitment, first of all, he has his own quality. If suppose all the companies from manufacturing side, you take L&T or anybody else from manufacturing side, and you take Google, any companies, they have their own quality of inputs. Quality differs. It doesn't mean that he is not fit or he is a great quality guy. It doesn't speaks in that way. The quality is defined by the recruiter. He need a guy from B school. That is the quality of the recruiter. Somebody from lower end, they want a guy from very normal school of business management. So that will satisfy his needs. So the quality matters. The same way for our own needs, for a candidate like us, we will be having our own needs. So what are all the needs we have to list it. That we have to analyze. Which industry will give us the satisfaction? As you said, the personal satisfaction where we get. So once you are clear in that part, then you go for evaluating that industry. If you are very clear, for example, I am from cement industry. If you are very clear, you want to go into only cement industry, fine. Then you choose which cement industry is going to suit me out of your recruitment. Maybe you are getting only 2 cement industries to recruit you. Then you can have your own evaluation which suit my requirements. Why I am speaking from your shoe is that is more important and that is more healthy for both the end, for both recruiter as well as the candidate we recruit. Once you evaluate, you have your own inference. With that inference, you can implement the same in your placement or the interview, whatever you attend. While attending, you can also observe the questions. I'll ask you one thing here. While getting into observe, I would like to ask, how many people have undergone any interviews, or it is going to be the first interview for you? Excuse me.
So for most of them, it is the first
interview.
First time.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. So if it is going to be the first interview, so you please observe, you will have plenty of questions for you only from the answers what you give. When you start giving answers, because as a college student, you will be much enthusiastic, right? You will be much enthusiastic to explain your placement cell people that where you are capable, how you are capable, everything. That's nice actually, but please wait for an opportunity so that when opportunity comes to you, you will be in a position to answer. When you are getting immediately into the shell, what happens is that gives a big space for the placement people to grab it, and from there they start moving towards your questions. So better you can wait for your opportunity to explain and keep posting your comments wherever possible to the questions raised. And what is upgrade is, suppose, say for example, for whenever you attend interview, it doesn't mean that everybody will get through, right? So when somebody is not get through because of any reasons, might be, you may please evaluate yourself. If suppose you feel that somewhere you are missing, kindly try to upgrade yourself so that can help you to reach you positively to the next interview, which should, the first interview should not make you to get down. So you have to upgrade yourself where you are. It is, of course, as management lesson only I would like to address here. You have to accept, yes, somewhere I'm missing. So I would like to address this area. From here, I will see that the next interview I'm getting through. So that will help you. So this is the basic line of attending recruitment I have given in this verbal format. Next. There are 3 vital A's. Okay, now you are prepared. Now you have chosen your field. Now you are having a clarity which industry you want. Everything is okay. Once everything is okay, you are getting into the process. The first, foremost important is these 3 A's. And again, I would like to raise a question here. You are able to see these 3 A's, right? In this 3A, which will be number 1, number 2, and number 3? Please, somebody can answer.
Aptitude, sir. Attitude and academics.
First is aptitude, second is attitude, third is academics.
Yes, sir.
So for me, it will be
So,
aptitude and academics, sir.
Aptitude, attitude, and
Attitude,
academics.
sir. No, sir. First is attitude, followed by aptitude, and then academics.
Oh, great. Can somebody can explain why first is attitude and why first is aptitude?
Sir, only if we have a proper attitude towards anything we approach, we'll get through easily, sir. So attitude is important.
Attitude is important, fine. And somebody were saying aptitude.
Yes, sir. First, we have to judge ourselves whether we'll get placed to it, and then attitude is the way we act in the way we show ourselves in the interview, and the third one is after judging this both, they'll judge the academics. Then only we'll get hired.
Okay, okay. Anybody else? Thanks for giving your comments. Anybody else? Okay. See, the element what I have given, these 3 A's are most important. But when you take as far as recruitment and placement, the first is actually it goes to aptitude. Why? Because whenever a group of people come for interview or placement, we will not be in a position to get into your attitude aspects initially. So you will be given, or you will be taken out with the help of aptitude only. So initially this aptitude plays a vital role for the first level of crossing, and second it goes with your attitude. So how you approach to your placement cell, and how you sell yourself in the interview, and how you see that you are much smart enough than other candidates who are been competitive, even in aptitude they have cleared. So they will be screened in this level of attitude. So once this is over, these two things are over, then your strength or depth knowledge of your academics will be screened. So if I would like to narrate, I say that these 3 are much important, but for your first level of stepping in, your aptitude plays a vital role. So please concentrate on your aptitude, reasoning and everything. And second, have your own gestures and put yourself, and I would like to say, whenever you attend your placement, you should have some charisma inside you. You should feel that you are the one among the top. That drive will give you glowing as well as stages in your own face. That positive vibrations will reach your recruiter very easily, and that will make him to see you, and that will really attract the recruiter to take you. So that is also most important. We would have even heard about law of attraction, right? So that law of attraction says what? Everything what you trust and what you believe on yourself, that makes you to come into the shell. So kindly concentrate on your gestures and body language, and everything matters for it. And finally, the major basic element is academics. Without subject knowledge, these two never work. So be very strong in your subject knowledge. That will help you to get through the whole process. 1 minute. So I would like to put in this way, it is completely fine to be in the 70 marks range. See, before getting it, I would like to ask why I have given 70 marks range is fine. Can somebody participate in this?
Sir, I'm not sure. Maybe are you mentioning about the bell curve range, sir?
Nice. Nice. Anybody else? I will narrate. I would like to get comments from your side.
So maybe people who score like more than 70, if they score like more than 90, there are chances that they may be very like bookworms, but they do not have any other experience or exposure. They're always prioritizing their marks as the first. So whereas the other person who scores less, he might be well in his aptitude, or he might be having an exposure to other fields around. So which might be also a great contribution to the organization.
Nice. Very nice comments. Anybody else?
So maybe they want to, marks are not everything, and the candidate must be smart enough. Like not just academically smart, but actually like he should be street smart.
So everybody are emphasizing a point here that I read from your side is, there should be a balanced way of doing it. Is not only academics, they have to be balanced in both soft skill as well as academics also. So this is where I get input from your side. But why I have mentioned this here is, being practical, any industries today, we all know, no, the first class mark is 60 and above, right? So probably most of the industries, they have a cutoff mark of 70 plus from your side. They want 70 plus marks from your sides. So more or less, if you have 70 is itself sufficient. So other things you have to concentrate on your soft skills to get through. So that is the reason I have here mentioned is, it is completely fine to be in the 70 marks range. It doesn't mean that I'm saying 90 or 95% people are not okay. So they are very well okay, but those are all bonus for them. The basic is 70. From there, adding up your soft skills will get through any type of industries. That is the reason I have mentioned here. Organization, look beyond your marks and achievements. That is the nutshell what I have done here. 1 minute. Industrial exposure and role clarity are essentials. So today, industrial exposure, I have one more slide next, but still I would like to call here, how many, you would have attended all your in-plant training and project, right?
Yes, sir, we have been to internships.
What are, can somebody, two of you say what are the projects you have taken? Hello.
So like project, in the internship where I did previously, I have supported with the external research research process. Fine. And I've also done with the recruitment. I've been a part of the recruitment process as well.
You have been a part of the recruitment. Fine. Somebody from manufacturing industry, they have any exposure? Manufacturing side?
So, sir, I've worked on CPCL. I did my internship on CPCL. I've done a project on RTI 5, sir. Right to Information.
Project on what?
RTI, sir. Right to Information.
Fine. Oh, great. Nice. So, thank you. So, both of you have different experience. One is from recruitment, and another one is from industrial exposure. So, with this industrial exposure, will help you to design your own role clarity of what you want. In sense, when you get into the industry, the role what we give, the job description what we give is completely different. But the other end, before getting into any industry, you have to, what I said initially, you have to decide the industry. That industry, when you decide, you should have some sort of industrial exposures. Maximum the industrial exposure come to you with field visit or the internship or the project what you take from the industries. So with this input, you please derive what you want. And every individual is different and every organization is different. See, we have plenty of validating options. For example, if you take Ramco, we have several criteria to get through. The same way, every industry have different type of criteria. If you take industries like us, we have aptitude and then attitude test and then academic screening and level 1, level 2, level 3 of interview process. All these things will go on. You all are aware, if I'm right. If you take Google, or if you take even Infosys, they have a different setup doings. For example, they will even have a screening test from your social sites. For example, you have your Facebook, you have your Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever it is. Whatever the post you put, with that, they will come to an inference what type of personality you are. Either this personality will suit us or not. So all these things will be screened even from your because social sites, what we do is we get emotionally connected. So what we do is we pour all our emotions into it. Even that is also taken as a screening test. Maybe, I don't know, in future even all industries may even take that as a tool of validating. So the screening level of organization is different. Every organization is different in their approach. So you have to be yourself ready to approach any type of industry what you want. So you should be aware, first of all, how they source and what are the medium of source they get connected. Because in academics, we have plenty of theoretical aspects. But when you come into industries, beyond the theoretical aspects, you have plenty of things to face. With your own seniors, own friends who have got already recruited, you can take a brief from them. What are the process of recruitment which is being taken care? So that will help you to get through. See, the same thing I told, no, I have recollected. Internship experience. How you capitalize yourself with your internship experience? And I'll tell you, with professional network speaks a lot. How many people are connected with your professional network? Any professional network can you mention related to HR?
LinkedIn is one, right?
Sorry?
So LinkedIn is one, right?
Fine. Yeah. Anything else?
So it's mostly the person who we are interning under. We try to make contact with them and other superiors.
That is great. That is great. That is more efficient network you have to maintain, because that will give you immediately solutions. Other networks, like lot of forums are there. You have HR forums. When you get into industries, you will get connected. So why I want to know, as well as I want to emphasize this point, is this professional network will make you to reach big heights. These professional networks will make them to remember this candidate did this special assignments. He is worthwhile doing. Already he has got placed. If his resource can be used in our industry, we can get benefited. This is the way they will be thinking. If you are able to showcase and exhibit yourself when you are in the internship, or when you are connected with any professional network, that speaks a lot. So please ensure that you are well connected with your professional network. That will give you plenty of chances, not only on your placements, even to grow further. You will be having that place and space to go. And your work experience. Few of you would have completed your UG. After completing your UG, you would have got a job. After getting job, you would have come for your PG. That is much efficient and effective for your career, because you know everything. There is a famous thing called 3 I's: institute, industry, interface. So this institute industry interface happens for these people who have come into the PG after completing their work experience of 1 or 2 years. So with all these things, you can capitalize yourself. That will shape you very much, and that will help you to face any type of placements. Now, I have 1 minute, and let me complete here. Now I have told you what are all the areas you have to look in for getting through your placements, correct? With this, I have few more practical tips. Please, you can look into it. Don't be enthusiastic in your interview. We all appreciate you will be much enthusiastic because of your academics, because of your institute, because of your young age, as well as you will be much energetic, so you will be much enthusiastic. So don't get into your enthusiastic approach, which may even stop you of saying something which you really have. So that is the area where you are going to sell yourself, and that is the area where you are going to showcase yourself that I am the greatest asset for your company in future. So please be calm as well. Please be centered. That will make you to get through any type of interview. Answer to the point and be specific. For any questions, if you are able to put the point and be very specific, that will give you a chance of getting diverted in the interview process. For if you are giving more points, the interview will have an agenda where he will get diverted because of the point what you have already mentioned. And you have to work much on logical reasoning. As a fresher, we expect a lot from the fresher is the reasoning aspects. How much you are fresh enough to handle the given reasoning process. There are no right answers and there are no wrong answers all the time, because you have to feel free to answer yourself whatever you have. When you feel that suppose your mind is saying this is a wrong answer but I'm trying to do, please feel free to say I don't know, and you get yourself shaped for the next question and answer very gently and with confidence. That will give you a great marks than you are trying to push yourself to answer for all the questions. Be adaptable and change ready. You have to be much adaptable to any of the process of interview, and you have to be spark enough to change yourself ready. Improve your communication and be multitasking. See, when interviewer is having a conversation with you, he would like to taste a flavor that how much you will have taste and flavor towards your multitasking. Because today the scenario is getting changed. You can't say that you're getting recruited, I will see only recruitment, I will see only training, I will see only statutory. Likewise, you can't say. They need people who can handle just like that everything, not as a fresher, but over a period of time. Am I able to groom this candidate? That will be much focused from the recruiter part. So that will be scanned from your side. So you have to be very ready to say that yes, I can take up any multitasking assignments. Have strategies and trust them. So you have to have your own strategies. First of all, as I said, please underline, trust yourself whatever you say. That will give you confidence in your talk, and that will make people to even realize, yes, it is coming out of his heart. He is really approaching us, not for the sake of interview you say. It is much more than that. Understand that everyone is your competitor. I will tell you, any friends or your own colleague, anybody can be in the interview, but see that anybody is your competitor in that part of placement area. Then only you will have an urge to see that I would like to establish myself that I am much more than you. I am able to sell myself in a better way, and I will see that I'm a great sold and as well as a costly sold product. So that will fetch you a good CTC, and you can step out your campus with good recruitment. Self-confidence is very important, again I say, and nobody is superior. So with having all this in mind, you please get prepared that what are all the things. See, I would like to tell you very clearly, what are all the things we have to do is not more important. What are all the things which I should not do is more important when you are getting into placement process. When you are aware of what we should not do, you will definitely get through because you know what to do. But when you are very conscious about what we have to do, whatever you do without conscious, you do it wrongly. So please approach yourself with a confident saying that I am aware of everything which I should not do. 1 minute. So I would like to put you in this way: let the employer not choose you, you choose your employer. In this, I would like to ask you one thing: why I have used the word choose? I will be much interested to hear feedback from your side. Anything else? As a brainstorming session, I would like to ask from you. The word choose.
It would be better if we choose rather than being compelled to work under that particular person. It can be the domain of what we are interested in.
Good.
It's like if we are making a choice, we will have that personal responsibility towards it so that we can give the best. We will try to give our best.
Great. Anything else? Everybody can participate.
Adding to their points, I'd also like to say that it will motivate and push us more because it is our choice and it is something we have decided upon.
Sorry, come again.
I'm saying it would be more, we would be more interested and, motivated to work there because it is our choice and it is something that we have chosen for ourselves rather than it being imposed on us.
Fine, but you are using a word called decide, right? Earlier, when you were speaking, you are using a word called decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we are choosing our industries, and if we choose what kind of role we want to play in what kind of company, then that would really
fine.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm appreciating all your comments. The only thing is that when you started your talk, you were using a word called decide. So that is the thing I would like to mention here. We all know that English is a stupid language, but with this, when you see the choose and decide is actually one and the same somewhere. But what happens is this decide is you decide everybody and you want to win. When you choose, you never decide anybody and you choose yourself. Even for yourself, you should not decide. So for that reason only, we were using this word, and I would like to emphasize here because this is the most appropriate and prompt word to use anywhere else. Please, even in your future, you can use it. Try to choose, not try to decide. So let the employer not choose you, you choose your employer. With both these positive comment, we can go further. So with this, I would like to narrate this session. Thanks for the opportunity. And when you go into placement, I would like to add few more things for 2 minutes. Take responsibility in you that will make you to grow further, even for positive, even for negative. I don't say negative, don't use the word negative, you can use the word scope for improvement. The scope for improvement is everywhere available, so please you can use it. In this closing session, for taking responsibility, I would like to narrate you a small story for a minute. You can please concentrate, you will be enjoying. There is a husband and wife. Husband was coming to his house. When he came to his house, he was having some, he was having drinks with his friends, and he came to his house. After coming house, he is very conscious that his wife should not know that he has taken drink. So for that reason, he was slowly opening the door, and he went to restroom, and he was dressing up himself comfortably, and he went to his room and he was sleeping. The next day morning, his wife was calling him, "Excuse me, my dear, please tell me, have you taken drink?" And he told her, "No, I have given you promise before 6 months. How will I take drinks?" And again, she went to hall, and she asked him to come to hall. "Now you tell me, have you taken drinks?" Again, he told no. Likewise, she was taking for all the rooms and asking. Everywhere he told, "No, I have not taken." And again, again she took him to restroom, and now she asked, "Have you taken drink?" He told no. "Please see the mirror and tell me, have you taken drink or not?" When he saw the mirror yesterday, because of booze, he has placed all the plasters what he has to make to his face. He has placed the plasters on the mirror. So all the plasters are there on the mirror. By seeing the mirror, he conclude, yes, it has been known by my wife that I have already taken drinks. So why I am saying this is, as a moral of story, whenever happens negative or whenever happens wrong, what we do is we put the blame on others' face. So we place plasters on others' face. We never knew that the actual problem is in our face. So as a part of interview or a part of your life, please accept yourself and go further. That will give you great heights. Go ahead for your placements. All the best for you all. If you have any questions, we'll go further on this. Thank you for giving opportunity. Without seeing you, I'm not getting much connected. If I would have seen you all, I'll be much getting connected in person. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir. That was really a good and great session. Thank you so much. And participants, do you have any questions? You can unmute yourselves and ask. If not, you can just type it in the chat box.
Sir, I have a doubt. Like you asked us to be like not too enthusiastic, but it is generally believed that when a question is raised, it's always like a tendency for us to be more elaborate on a particular topic. So we are in the more aspect that we have to impress the interviewer. So we tend to be more expressive. So what is the particular boundary or there anything set or for us not to be too enthusiastic, sir? Meaning, like, is there any limitations? How far can we go?
No, your statement is well taken because it is actually speaking, yes, anybody who are as a fresher, they will get enthusiastic because they want to showcase themselves. Sir, I am much beyond everybody. So for one question, we start saying a lot of things. Can we have a small experiment? If suppose I ask you, tell me about yourself, what would be your answer?
So that would be right from my family background to my education to my professional experience.
Fine.
And to my, and
Fine.
all those.
Next.
Then I'll go on to my hobbies, my interests.
There. That is the point. When you get into hobbies and interests, you will have an elaborate picture of saying. So what I am trying to say is, you can put it in a nutshell point and you can say. When you have much elaboration on that, you feel the recruiter that you are much interested in that area. And you will pass in some other area without your conscious. That will make the recruiter to feel, yes, she is not interested in this area and she is interested in this area. So immediately you are making them to scan. What I'm asking you to do is, please don't let them immediately jump to a decision without knowing you. So when you are able to put to the right point, then they will travel with you, then they will understand you. So you have to give that space to the recruiter. I'm not asking you to be reserved. You have to be extrovert. Don't be introvert. But I'm asking you to slowly progress with them. Go along with them and then complete your process. That will give you a great experience.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So there are questions in the chat box. Shall I read it out for you?
Yeah, please.
Okay. First question is, how to be assertive in interview while answering their questions and not sound argumentative?
Fine. Great. Because the argument happens is that when suppose recruiter is triggering to make you much emotional, there becomes the argument. First of all, you have to be very clear. Any recruiter triggering you is to scrutiny that how much you are emotionally balanced, how you are, they say IQ and EQ, how it gets operated. For these reasons, they will be, putting some questions which can have a great possibility for any candidate to get into the argument aspects. So please ensure that any questions, if you know, you please answer yes. If at all, if you don't know, kindly stop the answer with no. Hope I answered. If you are not clear, I would let you know.
Okay, I hope the person has got the answer, sir. And the second question is how to crack verbal ability in placement. And they're asking for the tips and strategies to crack the verbal ability round.
See, you have to of course, you may have a lot of jargons with you. Exactly, you may be much smart enough in that, but still, first study the group with whom you are sitting, and first study their language, because you have to confidently feel that communication is not that how we crack. Communication is how we make people to reach our comments. So better your cracking can happen in that way after reading the climate of the people who are sitting in that chair, including your competitors. Any questions more?
Sir, I have one query. Sir, can you just elaborate on how we can build more on professional networks when someone is not much socially active and someone who hasn't worked in previous years?
Very nice question, because even if you take my own colleagues who are not much interested in their social networks, but still they have their own domestic network. In sense, for example, if you take Ramco, in around cement companies are there. So we have a forum called Forum for HR. So in this, in this network, people are getting connected, and they even don't use WhatsApp or any social site, but they get connected, they speak, and they have a common discussions. With the discussions, any public problem in sense, for industry public problem, we will have a discussion, and as a whole industry representation, we used to go to government official and represent it and come back. So for maintaining the professional network, not only this social sites is going to be the only instrument to have a network. There are plenty of ways we can have professional networks. See, when you take our licensing officer who is more than 70 years old, where he doesn't have any social sites, even 30 years before, he doesn't have any social sites, but he was able to have a great professional network. With that, we have plenty of success stories to say. So for having network, you don't want to go into only social sites. So which is, if you feel I don't have social sites, I don't have work experience, leave it, no problem. You can maintain your network on the way that you want.
Thank you, sir.
Any more questions?
So I would like to know, like, what are the strategies that Ramco Siemens use for recruiting students or hiring students?
As I said, right? We start with, see, we have we decide colleges. Sorry, we choose colleges. Sorry, I used the word decide. We choose colleges with our own quality. What is the quality we want? With that, we hire people with basic aptitude tests and attitude screening, and then we have academics also. As I said to you, we don't want any candidates who have history of arrears. We go beyond it a little bit. We place only students with no history of arrears and who have crossed at least 60 and above. So these are all the basic criteria for screening. After this, how he faced the interview, how he is able to get through, and what are the qualities we need. Either I can groom him or not. If I am able to groom him, then I will go ahead on it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And I hope there are no more questions further, and we have come up to the end of a session. So now I welcome Ms. Kalai Selvi of second year MA HRM to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Shashanka. Before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others. I, Kalai Selvi, of second MA HRM, take this wonderful opportunity to thank our esteemed speaker, Mr. Subburaman, Senior Manager, Human Resource, the Ramco Siemens, for sharing his valuable insights and knowledge on the topic, A Guide to Placement. I would like to share a few key takeaways from today's session. The 5-step approach to campus placement are analyze, evaluate, implement, observe, and upgrade. 3 vital A content to be important for placement are aptitude, attitude, and academics. Industry exposure and role clarity are essential for students approaching placement. It is important to capitalize on internship experience, professional network, and work experience as they are considered as strategic advantage. We, the future HRs, would really work on the understanding provided by our lively speaker. Sharing is caring is an age-old proverb. True to this thought, I would like to thank our PG Department of HRM's pillar, our HOD Dr.N.C. Martin for arranging this webinar, and our Professor Sneha for support to organize this webinar, providing us with an enlightening tour to pragmatic arena of HR. Finally, I extend my gratitude to participants from various professions and students. Kindly fill up the feedback form, which is provided in chat below with your name and email ID. Stay home, stay safe, stay vaccinated. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you, Subburaman sir. A great
Thank you.
insightful session we have.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Nice
for
speaking
guiding
to
your
you.
students. So hope you also come for the campus drive for this end of this academic semester.
Definitely, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Nice, sir. Thank you all. All the best for
Thank you,
everything.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.